God, I've not even got past the first page. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to part 2. I haven't even got past the first page of my notes, and I've made about 9 pages of notes. So I hope you're ready for some good KaK and macking today. And now, where were we? So who's going to benefit from this? Well, we realise that the people that are going to benefit from this is Big Pharma.
Yeah.
There's going to be big drugs.
And those politicians that have shares in Big Pharma.
And oil is at a all-time low, the stock on the stock exchange, and you might have, if anybody plays the stock exchange, you might want to look into investing into plastics, because all these people, oil-producing countries, are going to be thinking, well, what we're going to do with oil when all the electric cars are running on coal and natural gas.
Coal?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All the electric cars run on coal because they're connected to the power station. Yeah. The power station's fueled by coal. There's plenty of people out today enjoying. The geese are out. We're down by River Trent. Oh, and by the way, the county council have set up these huge things, and they're painting the bridge. This is essential work.
Yeah, except
they've covered it over so you can't see them working inside.
Except, why would they cover it like that? They're doing something. If that bridge goes down, gets exploded or anything like that, these have done it.
Hey, where are all the IS terrorists during this outbreak?
Ah, well, they're
where are they?
They've got a cold.
So I guess they're staying at home then.
Yeah.
So yeah, is this the end of paper money? Now, the first video we wanted to sort of show you some of the proof.
Before you do that, I'll just pop this out so they can see what this.
Oh, the Nottingham County Council are painting the bridge. They've covered it over so you can't see the workers inside, but they are there painting the bridge. And our mind controllers say that...
it's all gone all fuzzy again.
And our mind controllers say that we must do non-essential work. The council seems to be painting white light on this week. Painting Trent Bridge. So there's another little bit of information that you can find out, and I know you come across this, Mac. Is that just before all this pandemic, this crazy lie of an outbreak happened, US senators dumped huge load of stocks and shares in the stock market.
Just so happened to be ones that got hit heavily by
sold them
the
while
outbreak.
High, and then they plummeted a few days later. It's like they knew what was coming.
Well, one of them did, or two of them did.
Oh, I remember what we were talking about. And in the first video, I thought there was something we were going to add. We were a little bit all over the place today. But yeah, Mike Pence was going on about something, wasn't he? The deputy US presidential liar. He says that we need to take self-swabs, and you need to send them into a lab. Yeah. Everybody needs to take these swabs. Yeah, and it's in your mouth, one, and then one up your nose. And this collects
DNA.
Collects your DNA.
Now, why would they want everyone's DNA? What, can you think of any reason why they'd want everyone's DNA?
You know, years ago, we were talking about it a bit ago, and this was 10 years ago when we made this video, and he filmed me. I had a little brown goatee beard on, and we were back in Nottingham High School, which is private, and I said, you know, in the future to come, you're going to get injected with little chips in the hand. When you go to your local supermarket to pay for your goods, you're going to go beep. When you go to the dole office to get your entitlements, excuse me, they're going to be, right, accept the payment, and you're going to go across the thing and beep like that. We're all going to get microchips.
You want to go on holiday, yeah? Beep.
Beep. Who's developed these electronic chips?
It's the Gates Foundation.
Gates Foundation, the Microsoft specialists, yeah.
It's just a coincidence.
Oh, here's another thing you can check up.
Coincidences.
Here's another thing you can check up. We were talking about deaths, and there's been approximately 32,000 people died of this bullshit.
Yeah.
But do you know, during austerity, Ian Duncan Smith has just received knighthood by Lizzie the Queen, Lizzie Rockefeller,
the
Queen of England. Well, he caused, and again you can check this, austerity in England alone caused 120,000 deaths. 3, 6, 9, 12. That's more than this COVID bullshit. has done so far in
That's
4 months.
worldwide.
Oh yeah, no, that's the UK figure.
All right.
32,000. No, it's worldwide, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's worldwide.
Yeah, that's worldwide figure, 32,000. But in the UK alone, 120,000 people died because of austerity. Do you know yesterday in Africa, 36,000 children in one day, 36,000 children died of starvation and dehydration because of lack of water.
Oh, well, look, we've got to do something about that.
You don't see the worldwide governments, our mind controllers, rushing to Africa to help water aid.
The depopulation plan's working nicely.
Yeah, just to dig a couple of holes. 36,000 children in Africa alone. One day, not worldwide, 36,000 died because they haven't got a drink of water. The aid agencies are working perfectly, aren't they?
They are.
Keep giving to the charities, and they're all royal charities, all 161,000 of them in the UK.
And of course, you get those that at the head of them are all paedophiles as well, because they're generally, we're going where the kids are to help them. No.
If you watch Fall of the Cabal, you'll know what this man is saying. There is some sick shit that's going on. Also, Donald Trump has ordered that everybody's got to wear a face mask today in America, and he's not going to wear one at all for himself. And you know where they import them from, don't you?
Yeah, China.
Wuhan in China.
Yeah.
That's where they come from, the face masks. They're manufactured in Wuhan in China.
Well, just imagine if they put some coronavirus
Can't
in the
this,
face mask.
this bullshit coronavirus live on stuff for weeks?
Oh yeah, apparently.
So,
Although
and
it
then it
can't,
goes to
'cause it's
America,
dead. It's
and
not
now
alive.
and now the government have told you, well, it's come from Corona country, where it's a Chinese virus. It's not a Chinese virus, it's an invention for the Pirbright company by the CIA. And so it's come from a Corona country, and you're going to put them on your face. Go for it, Americans, everybody in the USA, put these masks on. You know where they've come from, China. Everything's made in China.
Hey, they're the same in this country. They've been made in China.
Well, the Trump says that these supplies are a gift from God.
Yes, but which God?
The one with the two horns,
Yeah.
that's got red skin.
The Pope has said,
Oh, that made me sick. Those red shoes, now I know what they mean.
yeah,
Oh, that is some sick shit.
yeah.
The Fall of the Cabal, if you want to see something really sick, as I say, life will never be the same again on this planet now after this bullshit.
No, because hopefully you'll all be awake and aware of what's going on. And then we get rid of the governments, the councils, all the corruption, the Freemason chief constables down to the lowest or whatever rank that are all Freemasons. All Freemasons have to go.
Everybody, thank you, my friend. Everybody, would you, all the information that we're putting out here, would you please share it with others? Your local constabulary, your local councillor. Get them to check up. How come the government put us under lockdown after they clearly said that it's non-infectious disease? You know, try and wake a few people up. Just drop a few hints. We've got so much to get through today. I mentioned the Mike Pence. He says we're going to get these self-swab nasal tests and we're going to mass DNA everybody. So I noticed another thing, the ventilators, plastics companies, the PPE companies are big business now. Have you ever had the flu?
Not for a long, long time.
About 30 years ago, 35 years ago, you know, I felt I couldn't smell, I ached all over, I didn't have diarrhea or vomiting, but my dad had to come round, me and my lodger, he had to put blankets on us, but yeah, about 3-4 days it lasted and then I was okay.
And you know why they put
Ached
blankets
over.
on you? Because it raises your core temperature, which kills the virus.
I was shivering cold, but I was red hot at the
Yeah.
time. Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, after 3 days, we got over it. I've never had a cold for 30 years. I can't remember the last time. Oh, that was, as we're going through about proof, this is another thing that you can look up if you're interested. When the government locked down a quarter of the country, the governments of this planet Earth that we call it, the first quarter of the planet to be locked down was, guess what? All the G20 countries.
Just a coincidence. Nothing to see here. Move along. Keep your dream going.
What? KaK M, you say? It was all of the G20 countries, including Russia, Iran and Saudi Arabia. They're all in the G20. So they're a bigger group. This is G stands for the Great 20. So even Russia in the G20, and France, Spain, America, UK, What a coincidence that all the G20 countries were on lockdown.
Here's something else.
Things that make you go,
Here's something I reckon that they're going to do. I reckon they're going to have another outbreak in China, in Wuhan probably. And then they can say, oh, we've got to stay locked down, because it's been months and months now. We've got to stay locked down because there's another outbreak coming. That's what they could do.
There's a few things
possibility.
that could happen. They could, all of a sudden, like you say, have another outbreak, but all over the place. Excuse me, could do with a glass of water. And then force the mandatory Bill Rockefeller Gates Foundation
poison
vaccine in us all. Or they could leave it till next year, have the second pandemic, because this is event 201, and next year might be event 202. So it'll be even worse next year, and it'll be like, people will go, vaccinate me, chip me, vaccinate me, please. Okay, there's fear porn, live exercise.
Wait a minute, didn't the Swedes already get chipped?
I'll have to look that up.
I know somewhere around that area did.
Well, anybody that's got in their arm here, they inject it in your arm there.
Yeah, they're going to...
They one for hormones, for, what's it called?
Stopping if you get pregnant.
Contraception, the contraceptive chip, and it's an RFID chip that they put in. My daughter's got one. When she goes to the hospital, all the information's on there, I'm guessing. So, what's next? Oh, I looked at Eric, the dead guy, what he had to say about COVID.
Dead guy.
And I know it seems a little bit funny, metaphysics and all this, but he said, yeah, Bill Gates is behind it, the government are lying to you, it is fake.
And he's got no agenda.
No, he's got no agenda at all. This is channeling Eric, by the way. What else did he say about it? I remember watching it, and I sent you some info, just very quick info. So, how do you test for a virus? Apparently, before all this COVID crap, you could look it up online, but now you have to go through hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pages to try and find it out. So you actually have to draw blood. You have to go for a blood test at a hospital, and then you have to hire a laboratory specific to viruses. So you have to hire a specific laboratory, which is going to cost a fortune. Then you have to wait 14 days. So how come Matt Wancock has tested hundreds of thousands of people with this dummy fake Mickey Mouse kit?
It doesn't work.
That doesn't work. And they're ordering millions more of them, by the way.
And they're not testing for that particular virus. They're testing for corona. We all have coronaviruses in us all the time, but they're in such small amounts they don't do any damage.
Yeah.
So you'll test positive for corona.
Exactly, my friend. You can test him, you can test you, can test anybody on the planet. You'll find that there's corona in there, but it's not killing us. It's a viral infection, which can possibly kill you. So this is a test kit trick. It's
to make you believe that there is a test and it does work.
So when they have reagents, do you know that this is another thing you can check up? Because the government says that we can't get more of these tests because the people who make the tests say they've run out of reagents. It's you know when you check for pH, say in your tap water, and you get a little bottle like this. We used to do it at school. You know, we used to check for pH, and if you pour some Coca-Cola in a little bottle,
acid,
and then you can drop the thing in it, and it'll turn green if it's neutral, or it'll turn blue if it's alkaline, and I think it'll turn bright red if it's Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
If it's acidic. And this stuff, this little droplets, it's called reagent. And you know what the manufacturers of the test kits and the reagent says? Government, when do you want it? We've got gallons of it!
Not now, not now. Go away.
Another thing that's coming up very soon is the letter from 10 Downing Street from Alexander de Pfoffel, also known as Boris Johnson. And 30 million...
Oh, he's related to the Queen, we know, don't we?
Yes, yeah, they're all related to the Queen. Now, he could have sent this out by email or put it on on TV or put it in the newspapers.
But I think the reason he didn't put it in the newspapers or on TV is because he knows that a lot of people aren't watching them anymore because they know it's just propaganda.
Have you got your Boris letter yet? From
No.
10 Downing Street? I ain't got mine yet. But guess how much it's costing?
Millions.
6 million taxpayer pounds. 6 million.
No, it's a drop in the
write
ocean.
a
They've got
letter.
an endless, bottomless bucket of money.
It seems like that. Well, you know where they get the money from, the Bank of England.
Yeah, that private bank. Of which the Queen is a shareholder.
So no lockdown in Sweden, eh? A live exercise. What is all this, KaK?
Exactly. KaK.
Oh, that's interesting. I've done the first video. We're going to finish this video in a little bit because of time, but we've got plenty more to say, I assure you. The Johns Hopkins University of Medicine is also known as the Bloomberg School of Public Health. Again, there's a link in description in video 1. What's the Bloomberg? School of Public Health.
Michael Bloomberg, he's the one that ran against someone in the American elections and funded it himself because he's a multi-billionaire. And
So just another bunch of crooks again.
yeah. There is an evil controlling this planet that wants you dead. That's as easy and as simple as I can say it to you.
So I'm just seeing how many other pages we've got. 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 11 minutes left. There's also something Dr. Rashid A. Buttar put out. There's a
Yes.
video.
Yeah.
Quite interesting. If somebody wants to look, we may put a link in there if we can find it. Dr.
If
Rashid.
it's not been taken down by ZioTube.
There was a German woman yesterday who mentioned it, and I said, yeah, I have actually seen that video. There's also another, some of the YouTube videos that have been taken down, although YouTube own their website, so they can do what they like. It's probably due to advertisements, but they don't like us speaking the truth. But there was a video that was sent by actually Dean, tattoo artist we know. The former Vodafone boss blows the whistle on 5G coronavirus. I know you've got quite a bit to say about that.
Hey, it's out there. It was last time I checked, still on YouTube. Go and view it. Don't. We don't need to tell you about it.
I know a few people have made a copy, but a lot of this stuff is going over to BitChute, and BitChute don't discriminate. They don't delete anything. They don't remove anything. There's also one called Verona Cyrus, empty hospital checkups, expose the lie. And I think he's either in Boston or I think he's in New York, black fella. And he can't believe it. He goes into 5 different hospitals. And there's nobody there. They've got masks on. He asks, is anybody coronavirus? No. Do you know anything about it? No. And then he's kicked out by the security. But there's nobody in the hospitals, I'm sorry to say.
No, you should be happy to say that means it's a lie. And all these people are dying and queuing up.
But unfortunately, there's some very dark things going on behind the scenes. So yeah, have a look at that. Verona Cyrus empty hospital checkups. And apparently it seemed to have started a trend.
Well, I think you did that when you went round.
Hashtag film your hospital. I couldn't, but I know I was told to stay in, but I said to Trinity, I said, let's go out. I don't believe that our hospital is inundated with thousands of people dying. We're okay in the car, we're self-isolating together, we're okay. Let's just have a quick look. And my daughter didn't like it, so I'm sorry about that. But I'm sorry if I upset anybody. I didn't mean to upset anybody. We didn't upset the staff, we didn't go in, we just wanted to see if it was inundated with people dying.
Or if we were being lied to by the media.
And then we went to the emergency drop-in, and that too was closed. We know people are dying, but people are dying of cancer, road accidents, no water, starvation, falling downstairs.
Drinking too much alcohol, smoking.
Yeah.
Pharmaceuticals, that's a big
Dying
one.
of pharmaceuticals, but it's a lot less than last year. Probably because everybody is not out and about on the roads and in the streets. So there's less accidents, less fatalities. And you would think by watching the TVs that the only thing that people die of
Yeah. Well,
is the corona crap.
if anyone
the COVID crap.
if anyone dies, they say it's corona. Whether it is or not, it's corona. That's it. And then, because the government brought in this rule that, right, if it's corona or you suspect it's corona, no autopsy, just get rid of them straight away. No checks to see if they're right or wrong, because then you'd be able to prove that it's all bullshit that the government and the news agencies are telling us.
So, yeah, I agree with that, mate. I think, you know, it's up to you people. We can't tell you what to do, but do your own research. Look this up, because we're being lied to. And as I say, our kids are going to look back in the future and go, you let that happen.
Yeah.
You let that happen.
If we're still here.
You believed your mind controllers. Police are here. We've got to go.
If you tell a lie big enough and keep repeating it, people will eventually come to believe it. The lie can be maintained only for such time as the state can shield the people from the political, economic and/or military consequences of the lie. It thus becomes vitally important for the state to use all of its powers to repress dissent. For the truth is the mortal enemy of the lie, and thus by extension, the truth is the greatest enemy of the state. Joseph Goebbels.